Zoom is being used widely across the district to host meetings and classes when students are not with us. After I conclude this Zoom meeting or Zoom class, it's becoming common practice to then share this out on platforms like Google Classroom. We want to make sure that all students have the ability to access the material that we're covering, even if they couldn't make it to the actual Zoom session itself. So in this short video, I'm going to show you how to take a recorded Zoom meeting and upload it into Google Drive. You could upload Zoom recordings onto YouTube or other platforms where I can share videos. And you could also share a Zoom link where students could view this session right on the Zoom website. I think putting them into Google Drive is a great option. Google Drive offers tons of free storage space for us. It is a very familiar platform that many of us already use. And once it's on Google Drive, I can easily insert this into Google Classroom. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to want to do is go down to recordings once we're in our Zoom account. You're going to have two choices of where videos are stored, cloud recordings or local recordings. So it doesn't really matter where you store these at, the process for getting them on Google Drive would be the same. So I want to place this water quality lab into Google Drive. So the first thing I'm going to do is select it. And you can see that I have two files attached with this. Depending on how you set up your recording settings, you have less files than this, more files than this, but the specific one I'm looking for is share screen with speaker view. I'm going to come over and download this. And once it's downloaded, I can now place it into Google Drive. And you can see at the bottom of my screen, this is the file name that I'm looking for. And I'm going to find this and then insert it into Google Drive. Now that I'm in my Google Drive, I need to upload this downloaded file and place it in the necessary location. You can see that I made a folder titled Zoom. I would suggest that you organize all of your Zoom recordings in one location. That way you don't have to search for them. So in my Zoom folder, I'm going to go to New and go to File Upload. Since I downloaded this file from Zoom, I went to my downloads and then I searched for the specific name of this file. Depending on how you set yours up, you might have to find yours in a different location. I was able to locate mine and I am going to select Open. Once you do this, you're going to see that Google Drive is now working and it is going to tell you how much time you have left on the upload. Depending on the video size, this could take an hour, it could take 10 minutes. It also depends on what type of internet you're on and how fast that internet is. So you're just going to need to kind of let this do its thing for a little bit. Now that my video has uploaded, I can find it in my Zoom folder. There's one thing we want to look at. At the very beginning, when this uploads, you're going to get this message. So it's currently processing the video, and you'd have to download it to view it. If you give this enough time, it typically takes about a half hour. So depending on how big your video is, it could be more or less. If you give it time to process, it is no longer going to show up like this in Google Drive. It's going to show up as a video preview with a play button, and we can watch that video directly through Google Drive. For example, I uploaded this video into Google Drive last week, and now when I select on it, I don't get that we're processing message where I have to download it. I can view it just like a video directly in Google Drive.